Sports meets tradition. A combination of athletics, culture, and heritage. This is the World Nomad Games. The international event first began in Kyrgyzstan in 2014 to preserve and popularize the nomadic traditions of Central Asian cultures. The inaugural event was designed to showcase cultural heritage on the world stage, strengthen international ties, and allow for different cultures to interact, all in the Kyrgyz city of Cholpon-Ata. The second and third editions were also held by the founding nation, and in 2022, Turkey played host in the city of Iznik. And in 2024, the Games had a new host.
Nomad Games is the world's largest competition in national sports branches. We can also consider these games the Nomads Olympics. These games introduce our culture to the world. Games are the festival of unity and brotherhood. May our unity last forever.
Nearly 90 countries were represented in this year's Games, ranging from the United States to Mexico, from Hungary to Iran, and from Russia to Romania. And 97 sets of medals were up for grabs across 21 different disciplines. Although some, like archery, were familiar to the average international eye, most sports here are not the kinds you'd find on a regular sports channel. In Kokbar, players are on horses, attempting to move a goat carcass into a goal. It was one of the sports that got the most attention.
Kokbar and Kokbru are absolutely amazing games. This is actually my 5th time in Asia to play them, so they're ingrained in my heart now, and they're a part of me. And I look forward to when we get to do this again. To go out there and play such a dangerous game, you have to be willing to risk quite a bit. We ride horses pretty regularly, so riding a horse is never a big deal. It's the physicalness of the game and the competitiveness of it are kind of probably the hardest things to really prepare for, because there's nothing that we can compare it to in America.
Fans flocked to the arenas to watch over 5 types of wrestling, each with a connection to a different country. Athletes competed in a range of disciplines.
Aşırtmalı aba güreşi is a traditional sport to certain regions in Turkey. We've had lots of championships in our country for this. Turkey is the best at this sport worldwide. We've seen a lot of interest in it here as well.
Not all disciplines require athletics. The Turkish intellectual game Mangala also found a spot for itself in the 5-day-long event. A strategic board game, Mangala dates back to the 16th century.
Mangala inanılmaz bir somut stratejik oyunlar arası.
Mangala is a math-based, very strategic game. We teach the kids this game with word strategies. There is a group attacking and one defending. Although it seems like a simple board game, there are a lot of intricacies. We want this game to become even more popular back home in Turkey.
The host nation swept in the Games, winning a total of 112 medals, while Kyrgyzstan won 65. The third place went to Russia with 69 medals, and Turkey claimed 6. These games are truly an athletic challenge, testing endurance, agility, and strength. But for the organizers, it's much more than sports. It's about preserving tradition.
The greatest sporting event in the field of traditional sports and games, to be crucial in promoting the cultural diversity and richness of the world. Unfortunately, in the last 2 centuries, we witness the fact that cultural richness is not appreciated in the world practically. On a practical level, let's say if we are talking about sports, we see that the Olympics dominating in a certain way, which strips sports from their identity and culture. Disconnects sports from their cultural history and background. The World Nomad Games and the work our confederation, World Ethno Sport Confederation, is doing is trying to contribute to the appreciation of other cultures through an appreciation of traditional sports and revival of traditional sports.
And for professional athletes like Kazakhstan's Paris 2024 champion, judoka Yildiz Smetov, the Games are a diplomatic opportunity.
The Olympic Games and Nomad Games are about international cooperation. They are good not only for sports but also for the whole world to develop their friendly relations politically. These kind of events have given me friends from every part of the world, and these events are very good for the prosperity and the peace of the world.
The program also includes the Ethno village, which allows you to get a feel for what living in a nomadic settlement would be like. Each region of Kazakhstan have their own yurts, traditional tents, and other cultural items, and it's already garnered international attention.
There's so much going on. All the yurts are really cool. It's all from all over Kazakhstan, and there's a lot of cultural things to learn about, and that's really cool. And of course, all the games are really interesting. Today, I saw horseback archery, and they were shooting a target upward, and I've never seen that before. I didn't know that was even a thing.
It's really interesting. It's really good to dive into the history here, and I like it really much.
There's a lot of people here, a lot of excitement, a lot of different kinds of sports, and it's a great time.
A chance to see local culture firsthand. The Ethno also has an outdoor market area where visitors can buy goods from local businesses, and a food area where tents queue to get a taste of the traditional cuisine. Kazakhstan is also providing the animals for the competition. Over 400 horses bred in the nation will be taking part in the games, and more than 40 birds, just like this one, will be used in multiple disciplines, including hunting. Kazakhstan's preparations seem to be paying off, as the games in Astana were one of the most attended editions, with the sold-out opening ceremony.
Obviously, it's very colorful and interesting to begin with. The venues, the sports, the costumes, the music, everything is very colorful, and people find it a very attractive alternative to prevailing sports industry. And that is why we see this trend in countries toward the appreciation of traditional sports and games. And many countries, we are not aware, have many traditional sports, and it's a growing interest. What we need to do is the professionalism, the institutionalization, focus on these aspects, better rules and regulations, and I believe that the results are speaking for themselves.
Kazakhstan has done a great job. It's my first big organization, and I enjoyed my time here. I got to meet a lot of interesting people and talented athletes.
The games will move yet again as a tribute to nomadic lifestyle, and Kyrgyzstan will return to be the host in 2026. The goal for the Nomad Games remained the same: strengthening international ties, preserving tradition, and re-embracing culture. Selin Tuter, TRT World, Astana.